What if I told you there's a century-old secret to mastering your money, and it doesn't involve complicated spreadsheets or expensive apps? It's a simple, mindful practice from Japan that has helped people save money for generations. This method is called Kakeibo, which literally translates to household financial ledger. But it's so much more than just a notebook. It's a philosophy that transforms your relationship with money. Kakeibo was introduced to the world in 1904 by Hani Motoko, Japan's first female journalist. She wanted to empower women, who were traditionally managing household finances, to have more control and financial freedom. The core idea is beautifully simple. By physically writing down your income and expenses, you become more conscious of where your money is going. This act of slowing down and reflecting is the magic behind its success. Unlike modern digital budgeting tools that automate everything, Kakeibo forces you to pause. It's a moment of mindfulness, a financial check-in with yourself that can reveal surprising habits. Let's dive into the 4 foundational pillars of Kakeibo and how you can start using this powerful method today. It begins at the start of each month, with 4 key questions you need to ask yourself. First, you ask, how much money do I have? This is your starting point. You'll take your monthly income and subtract any fixed expenses like rent, utilities, and loan payments. The amount you're left with is your disposable income for the month. This is the money you have control over, the money you can either spend or save. The second question is, how much would I like to save? This is where Kakeibo differs from many Western budgeting methods. Instead of saving what's left over at the end of the month, you set your savings goal first. This simple shift in mindset prioritizes saving. You are paying your future self before you start spending on wants. Decide on a realistic amount you want to put away. It could be a percentage of your income or a specific number. Write this goal down in your Kakeibo. The third question is, how much am I actually spending? This is the daily practice of Kakeibo. You will track every single purchase, no matter how small. You'll need a notebook, your Kakeibo, and a pen. Every time you spend money, you write it down. That morning coffee, the book you bought, the bus fare, everything gets recorded. This might seem tedious at first, but it's the most crucial part of the process. Writing it down creates a powerful psychological connection to your spending that swiping a card simply can't replicate. To make this tracking more insightful, Kakeibo divides your spending into 4 distinct categories. These are the pillars that help you understand your financial behavior. The first category is needs. These are the absolute essentials for your survival and well-being. This includes things like groceries, transportation to work, and personal care items. The second category is wants. This is for all the non-essential things that bring you joy but you could live without. Think dining out, new clothes, gadgets, and subscriptions to streaming services. Be honest with yourself when categorizing your spending. A fancy coffee is a want, not a need, even if it feels essential to start your day. The third category is culture. This category is for any spending that enriches your mind and soul. This could be buying books, visiting museums, going to concerts, or taking a class. This category is unique to Kakeibo and highlights the importance of investing in yourself and your personal growth. It acknowledges that not all wants are frivolous, some are for self-improvement. The final category is unexpected expenses. This is for things you couldn't have planned for. A sudden home repair, an unexpected medical bill, or an urgent trip would fall into this category. Having this category helps you prepare for life's curveballs and shows you how much you should ideally have in an emergency fund. As you go through your month, you'll categorize each expense into one of these 4 pillars. At the end of each week, and then at the end of the month, you'll tally up your spending in each category. This brings us to the 4th and final question you ask at the end of the month: how can I improve? This is the reflection phase, the heart of the Kakeibo philosophy. You look at your totals. You compare how much you spent with how much you intended to save. Did you meet your savings goal? You analyze your 4 spending pillars. Where did most of your money go? Were you surprised by how much you spent on wants? This isn't about feeling guilty or judging yourself. It's about gaining awareness. You are simply observing your habits without criticism, like a scientist studying data. Maybe you'll notice that small, daily purchases are adding up significantly. Or perhaps you'll see that you spend a lot on social outings. Based on these reflections, you set small, achievable goals for the next month. If you spent too much on eating out, maybe you can aim to pack your lunch 1 more day per week. If your wants category was higher than you'd like, you can brainstorm free activities to do instead. The goal is continuous, gentle improvement, not drastic deprivation. The physical act of writing is what truly separates Kakeibo from other methods. Studies in psychology have shown that writing things down by hand engages the brain more actively than typing. It improves memory and learning. When you write down $5 for a latte, your brain processes that information more deeply than when you just see a transaction on a banking app. This manual process makes your spending feel more real and tangible. It forces you to confront each purchase, turning mindless spending into a conscious choice. Over time, this practice rewires your brain. You start to think more carefully before making a purchase. You might find yourself asking, "Do I really need this? Is this a need or a want?" You become an active participant in your financial life, rather than a passive observer. Kakeibo is not a restrictive budget, it's a tool for awareness. It doesn't tell you what you can or can't buy. It simply asks you to be mindful of your choices and to align your spending with your values and goals. The culture category is a perfect example of this. Kakeibo encourages you to spend money on things that matter to you, like education and personal development, while cutting back on less meaningful expenses. It's about finding a balance between enjoying the present and saving for the future. It's a journey of financial self-discovery. So, how do you start? All you need is a simple notebook. At the beginning of the month, write down your income, fixed expenses, and your savings goal. Then, carry your notebook with you and diligently record every expense. At the end of the month, add everything up, reflect on your spending, and think about what you can do better next month. It's a cycle of planning, tracking, reflecting, and improving. It's simple, but it is incredibly effective. This 100-year-old Japanese method proves that sometimes the most profound solutions are the simplest ones. It teaches us that managing money is not just about numbers, it's about behavior, mindset, and mindfulness. By taking the time to write things down, you are not just tracking pennies, you are taking control of your financial destiny, one intentional purchase at a time. If you found this deep dive into Kakeibo helpful and want to learn more simple yet powerful ways to manage your money, make sure to subscribe to my channel, Financial Cake. We're all about making finance delicious and easy to digest.